Alright, today I want to talk about this channel because there's a lot of new people and I think we definitely need to update everybody on what's going on and what do we have in store for the future. So if you want to check that out, stay tuned. I want to thank all of you for the feedback that I got regarding my first English video. Everybody seemed to be very positive, so that led to the decision that I want to make more English videos. Also, a lot more people in my community can tune in because if I speak Dutch, my audience is quite limited and there's quite a few people who want to see my videos. So I just change up the game and I will make sure that your viewing pleasure is priority. The second thing I want to touch up is just talk about this channel a little bit. Because of all the newbies on the channel, I just want to explain where this comes from, where we're at now, and where we are going. So this channel started about a year ago. I started a company last year after a career of 15 years working for a company. I decided to go my own way, and in beginning 2019, I started that company. When starting that company, my girlfriend took the decision to work full-time while I was kickstarting my company, which I really respect that choice a lot. But after 2 to 3 months, we started noticing that something was going wrong with her physical condition, and we were not familiar with that. So we looked into that, and then she got diagnosed with, oh, shoot me if I don't say this correctly, but spasmophilia. It's like a lighter version of fibromyalgia, and that kind of gave our story a whole new twist because she couldn't go out working because of that, and that meant that I had to look for a job to make sure that we got everything, all the bills paid, and starting a company just takes a lot of investment, so we had to be prepared for that. So that kind of changed the situation. So then I was working full-time, starting a company and also doing the household chores because my girlfriend was kind of sick, and that had quite an impact on my life. And then to make matters even worse, in August of last year, my dad, who just got 60 on the 5th of June, and he retired on the 5th of July, and on the 5th of August I got a phone call from my sister telling me that our dad suddenly passed away, and he had a massive heart attack, and apparently nothing could be done from the medics. And that kind of left quite a mark on last year, on my life entirely, because I was taking on a lot of stuff, and then suddenly you get slammed in the face with something like that. It's never easy, and it never will be. But there's two things you can do in such situation, and that's have a total breakdown, or you can just go ahead and fiddle through in survival mode. And I guess that's what happened, because last year we also moved to the other side of the country. So my dad was living on the other side of the country, and I had to go back and forth like every weekend to support my sister. If somebody close to you dies, there's a whole lot of things that need to be set up and arranged, and I kind of underestimated that because I was still doing the company, doing the full-time job, handling all things in the house, and then that came along, and then it was just survival mode for me. Just make sure that everything got done, and that gave me like a hell of a lot less time to invest in myself, which is also pretty important to make sure that you feel good. But I didn't come to that at the end of the year. I just banged on through and made sure that everything was done properly and supported my sister wherever I could. That kind of led to the fact that I was no longer creating. I was no longer moving, not doing any adventurous sports or activities. That really had a big impact on my health. And at the end of the year, I just couldn't take it anymore. And at the end of the year, I had 2 weeks of holiday, which came at the right time. I took that time to just take some rest and just cool down my mind. And after that, I really decided to tone down some of the activities, and it really got me thinking, brought me back to my pure essence of what I wanted to do. And I kind of, hit a wall that I couldn't get over. And that's where I decided to no longer go ahead with the company, because it was just too much freelance coaching, company, full-time work. There was a lot of responsibilities going on, and I needed something to get me back moving and something to get me back creating. And the few things that have always come to help in my life are my adventurous nature and the fact that I just love to create. And for me, I started following some vloggers in the meantime, just to have some downtime in my mind, and that kind of led to the decision to kind of combine those two, like adventurous things and video. They go hand in hand, like skateboarding, snowboarding. There's always cameras around, so I just wanted to do something with that. And I've been making videos for quite a while, but just as a hobby, never anything serious. We never built any structure around it. So then I decided to pick up the vlog, because in one of the courses I've done, I've started like talking to my camera instead of being behind the lens. And that was, in the beginning, whoa, that was so confronting, because being in front of a camera, just talking like this to a camera, it doesn't come easy. It takes some time to get used to, especially if you're used to being behind the camera. So that kind of led to the decision to start a vlog. Didn't know what direction I would give it, but I just wanted to move and create. That was the intention. So I started doing that, and I obliged myself to make one video a week, which kind of got the process going of getting back into action, because a lot of people wait for motivation to get to action to feel good again, but actually it's the other way around. You just have to take action, even if it frustrates you, and just get through that. And once you start succeeding in those actions, you actually start to see things evolving, and you get motivated, and from that motivation comes a good feeling. And that's what I've experienced with what has been going on currently. And I've been really glad that I've started this channel, because it got me moving again, it got me creating again, and it got my passion for video alive again. So that's what I want to share now. The COVID-19 actually was a blessing for me, because it gave me so much time to invest in what I love to do again. And that's what I want to continue doing. I just want to keep going on adventures and just make sure that I can share and inspire as many people as possible on the way. And as I am a big fan of adventurous sports, I've been setting up some wake surf camps the last few years in summertime, and I really want to expand that territory. That's what inspired me to reach out to Bunny, because I know he has some stuff going on with his BMX, and we kind of have this idea to try to bring together a lot of adventurous sports into one camp. I'm really looking forward to going ahead with that. This year we would just want to set up a tryout version, so that we know what we can handle and what we can do. And then from there start to set up something that people can tune into different adventurous sports and just check what they like, because that was kind of what I was missing in the past. It was always a camp for this or a camp for that, and I really wanted just to try out stuff. So we're kind of working on that. I'm awaiting the 3rd of June decision of the government to know what we actually can do or not do, because it's still a bit unclear on what can be set up for the summer. So still awaiting that decision to see where we can go with the summer camps. We definitely want to be prepared so that we can just go ahead and set up a really superb camp. I've also been helping out my girlfriend on one of her projects with some photography, because she's currently making some cookbooks. She has been living a plant-based lifestyle for over 15 years now, and she gathered all that knowledge, and she wanted to make something very accessible for the people. So what has she done? She asked people what their favorite meals were that they wanted to veganize, make it a plant-based meal. And according to that input, we've been making some cookbooks in just changing daily meals into something accessible, because we've had a lot of vegan or plant-based cookbooks, and in a lot of them you have to go like by 20 stores to get all the ingredients just to make one meal, which is quite a hassle. So we just went ahead and took the meals that you guys are used to and we just veganized them. So that's really cool. It's gonna be a cookbook that will get you a quick and easy vegan meal that you're used to. We're just gonna make sure that all the replacements are there instead of the meat. So if you want to know more about that, keep your eyes open, because we're planning on releasing that somewhere in the summer. Another thing that we've been working on is our van life, because if you check a few videos ago, we decided to buy a van. That was just before the COVID-19 period. So we had some time to look into vans and just check or compare some specs and deals and all of that. And I can give you this already. We found a van. We got a pretty good deal on a Mercedes Sprinter. It's a second-hand van that has a low mileage, and we still managed to get 2-year warranty on the van, which is great because that gives us a lot of security if we go on the road. And the garage where we bought it even has a Mobilo van plan, which means that we get support on the road even in other countries, which was a hell of a good deal for us. So we went ahead and bought that van. We are currently awaiting it because there's still some paperwork to be filed and some stuff that needs to be fixed, insurance and all that, before we can get it here safely. But the moment that it gets here, we are gonna start our own very first van build. I have some experience with smaller projects, but I've never done or taken on a big thing like this. It's quite a big van, and we want to set it up actually to live in and to work in. Because if all goes well, at the end of the year, we will leave this place and we will try to live and work from our van. And because of making these videos again, I really started liking the video process, and I really want to do something with that. So I've decided to start an outdoor adventure video company, and I'm currently working on some sample videos. I want to make a documentary, I want to make a promotion movie. So that's also why I didn't find much time to set up a decent film this week, and that's why I'm giving you guys this update, because you all deserve to know what's coming. I have some really cool ideas to go ahead with this channel, but I also would love to have your input on what movies you would like to see on this channel. So please let me know in the comments below what kind of videos you're interested in, so that I can fine-tune my production process and make the video experience for you guys a lot better. So if you want to check out some more active videos, please do check the links in the screen up here somewhere. I don't know where. I'll fit them in here. And we'll see you at the next episode, and we'll be spot on banging again with the next episode. So stay tuned for more, and I'll see you on the next one. Bam!